Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another meta guide for you in the Little Cup Remix. So the Little Cup Remix is basically the Little Cup that we've had in the past, but the top 4 Pokemon used last season are banned. So for example, Bronzor is banned, thankfully. And we also have Dino, we have Cottony, and Cantonian Vulpix. All those Pokemon, those 4 Pokemon, are not eligible in this meta, but you could use anything else. So the meta does change, obviously, because those are the best Pokemon of the best, right? But let's go ahead and dive right into the ratings and the rankings and what I think are going to be the best Pokemon, and then of course we're going to have solid team options. So for the S rank, we do have Wynut. Now PvPoke.com recommends XL Wynut, and of course XL Wynut is going to be better if you have it. For me personally, I don't have it. I don't even have a Wynut. I mean, I have a Wynut, but I don't have one built, and even a non-XL one is going to be pretty expensive. So if you have one, more power to you. It's definitely one of the best, if not the best Pokemon. It's tanky. It does really well with Counter and Mirror Shot. But if you happen to have the XL1, if you have the candies, if you have a good rank, it is going to perform better. It will perform better, but it's still, you still can get away with using a non-XL one. So keep that in mind. But yeah, it's going to be like the best Pokemon. Then we have Shelmet. I think Shelmet is a great safe swap. It has Infestation and Body Slam, and I have used this in the past as a safe swap in other Little Cups. So Infestation gets to the Body Slams really fast. You're going to be spamming out those moves. So really solid Pokemon. Then we have Ducklet. Ducklet's good in like pretty much all of the Little Cups, at least all of the ones it's eligible in, which might be all of them, to be honest. But Ducklet with that Wing Attack, I personally like Wing Attack, Bubble Beam, and Brave Bird. You could run Aerial Ace. It gets to Aerial Ace faster than it gets to Brave Bird, but Brave Bird is the nuke move. So you could use it as a closer. You could use it as a lead. I do see it in the lead a lot. Yeah, just charge up to the Brave Bird, and you could bait, or you can go straight Brave Bird, whatever you think your opponent's going to do. If you go straight Brave Bird, usually trainers like to switch out after that, if they go ahead and shield, of course, but a great Pokemon. Then we have Jangmo-o. Jangmo-o, a pretty new one here, right? I mean, it does have Dragon Tail, so it's going to be getting to its charge moves pretty fast. It's a pretty powerful Pokemon. We do not have Cottony, and Cottony is really common. We have another Charm user, and we will talk about that, but I think it could do really well in this meta. I mean, just doing a lot of damage, right? So, great Pokemon. Same with Dratini or Shadow Dratini. I do prefer the Shadow version, with Dragon Breath doing a lot of damage. Just, that fast move pressure damage. We're going to be talking about Double Dragon Team later on, but it's just those 2 dragons are just so great in this meta, without Cottony for sure. So great Pokemon there. Then we have the A rank, and we have Skorupi and Nidoran. Both of these charge up really fast. They both have Poison Sting, and they get to their moves really fast with the Aqua Tail for Skorupi. Nidoran has Poison Fang. It also has Body Slam. So great move sets from both Pokemon. I think Skorupi has Crush Poison as well, so it gets to it really fast. It takes 4 Poison Stings on like all the moves to get to it. It's absolutely insane. So really fast, really strong. The Shadow versions are, of course, available, and again, I do recommend the Shadow versions because they do more damage, and you do get to these charge attacks really fast. Then we have Driftbloom, and Driftbloom is going to be really good because it walls Wynut. It double resists all of its moves. It double resist counter, excuse me, I can't speak. Double resist counter, double resist mirror shot, right? So it's a great Pokemon. It's doing super effective damage towards Wynut. I think we will see a lot of Driftbloom in this meta. And then for the B rank, we have Lickitung, believe it or not. So Lickitung is a very interesting Pokemon. It has Lick. Of course, we know Lickitung. Lick, Body Slam, and Power Whip. It doesn't have to be XL'd like the one for the Great League. It can't be XL'd, so you got that going for you. So if you want to invest in one, more power to you. I think it's pretty good, of course. It's doing super effective damage towards the Wynut with Lick. Same with Seal, which we'll talk about in a moment. But it's also taking super effective damage from Counter. But it does have the Body Slam spam. It does have Power Whip, so it will be doing pretty good in this meta, I think. Then we have Nosepass. Nosepass could be interesting. I thought it could be a pretty good Pokemon. For this cup. I do think we have a little bit better options, but I think it's an interesting pick. Then we have a Charm user, Spritzy. So Spritzy is the Charm user in this meta. So forget Cottony, we got Spritzy, and Spritzy is going to be a good Pokemon, and I'm sure people are going to adapt to it and run it. So like that's why the Poison Pokemon come in handy. The Dragon types are kept in check because of Spritzy, but you know, I still think they're going to be really good. You could lure out Spritzy with one of the Dragon Pokemon, and then, like, you know, have the other one later on or something. But Spritzy is definitely going to be really powerful with that charm damage. I wonder how common it will be. Probably really common. Probably deserves to be up a tier, maybe A tier, but really good Pokemon. Then we have Seal. So Seal with Lick. It could have Lick or Icy Wind. Both are good. With Lick, you're doing super effective damage towards Wyna. It's similar to Wobbuffet, or not Wobbuffet. It's similar to Lickitung because you're taking super effective damage from counter, but you also dishing out super effective damage, but you could also debuff the Wynaut, right? So Seal is a really good Pokemon in this meta. It was good in the original one for like the Bronzor, but of course Bronzor is banned. And then we have other options for you. We have Onix. So Onix with like that Rock Throw, I believe it has Rock Throw. Powerful Pokemon. It's 500 CP. It goes down pretty fast. Can't take many hits, but it's a good Pokemon. It's not bad. Venonat with Confusion, really strong Confusion. I do like that. I think it has Poison Fang as well, if I'm not mistaken. So debuff your opponent, and then the Confusions are doing more damage. Then we have Chikorita. Chikorita, we've seen this in the Element Cup, has done really well in Element. But Divine Whip, the Body Slam, charges up really fast. So pretty solid. We do have some Pokemon like the Poison types that resist the Grass attack Vine Whip. Same with Dragons. I still think it's decent. Then we have the Alolan Ninetales. Alolan Ninetales. Couldn't think that for a moment, but with Powder Snow Weather Ball, I think that's the moveset. Gets to them really fast. Of course, we've seen Powder Snow Weather Ball. Weather Ball really fast. Gonna do well against the Dragons as well. So gonna be a pretty solid Pokemon there. So then we have Wooper. Wooper is interesting. You know, it could do well against the Poison types, right? But we don't have Bronzor, where Wooper really shined against Bronzor. Although Bronzor's still doing a lot of damage to it, to be honest. But because like the Mud Bomb and any other moves it has to hit Bronzor. And then we have Tyrant. So Tyrant is another Dragon type with Dragon Tail. I do think the other two, Jangmo-o and Dratini, are better than Tyrant. But Tyrant does have play, and if you like dinosaurs, like me, you might want to use it just for fun. And it could get the job done in place of the other Dragon types, but you know, I do think the other two are better, but it does have its play. Then we have Alolan Glyme with Poison Jab doing a lot of damage, especially to Spritzy, right? Doing a lot to Spritzy, so pretty good pick there. Then we have Ladybug with Bug Bite. Bug Bite is a pretty strong move. Does do a lot of damage, so a good fast move. You might see this occasionally. Then we have Stunky or Shadow Stunky. I used this quite a bit in the original Little Cup because of Bronzor. With Bite, I used Shadow Stunky, but because Bronzor is not a thing anymore, maybe not as good. Although again, Wynaut is going to be that Psychic typing, so Bite is still going to be doing super effective damage towards Wynaut. Then we have a Morvis or Powder Snow. Again, Powder Snow, Weather Ball, pretty fast. Could be a fun Pokemon to use. We have Gligar. And then we have Alolan Sand Slash. So those are the other options. Let me know what you think of these Pokemon, and we're going to go ahead and dive right into the solid team options. So the first team, we're going to have that double dragon team I was telling you about with Shadow Dratini and Jangmo-o. And we do have a Poison type in the lead in case we see a Spritzy. So if there's no Spritzy, maybe you could lure it out with one of the dragons in the back, and then you could, after they charm you all the way down, you could bring in that Skorupi, you know, go for the Crush, Poison, KO the Spritzy, and have the other dragon to win. So that's generally the point of the team, but I do think double dragon teams could be pretty powerful in this meta. I guess we'll find out, but Shadow Dratini is really, really strong. The next team, we actually have a double Poison team. So we have Ducklet in the lead with double Poison. So again, of course, you don't have to worry about Spritzy this time because you have two Poison types in the back. But, I mean, they're really fast. Again, Poison Sting, even if you're not going up against the Spritzys, Poison Sting, Aqua Tail, I mean, they get to them really fast. Body Slam, Crotch Poison, they get to the moves really fast. You could, they get to the moves fast. You know, you could debuff your opponent with Nidoran. I'd go with the Shadow versions, but if you don't have them, the regular ones should work. And of course, Ducklet is really good because you can charge up to that Brave Bird, either bait or either go for the Brave Bird and then switch out if they shield. But yeah, really solid team. I actually used a double Poison team in the original Little Cup, and it did pretty well for me. Of course, the backline definitely struggles against Bronzor, but Bronzor is not in this meta, so it's going to be even better now. And then the next team, we have Spritzy in the lead, so talking about charm users, and then we have Shelmet, and Shelmet again with that Infestation Body Slam really fast. I feel like Shelmet is a great safe swap, as I've mentioned. And then we have Drift Bloom, excuse me. If you see one of those Wynots, which I think Wynot will be pretty common, Drift Bloom will be able to handle it really well. And it gets to the moves really fast. Icy Wind, it's so powerful. It is really squishy though, so you do have to watch out for that. And then another team, we have Wynot in the lead with Drift Bloom. So Drift Bloom again can handle the Wynot. And then we have Dragonite, or not Dragonite. Why do I want to say the evolutions? We have Dratini or Shadow Dratini. I do prefer the Shadow one, as I've mentioned. Doing a lot with Dragon Breath. To be honest, I could see you getting away with only using one move on this. The Dragon Breath is where the main damage is going to come, most likely. But next up, we have a double Lick team with Drift Bloom in the lead. So Drift Bloom, of course, doing well against the Wynot. And then we have the two Lick users, Lickitung and Seal. Super effective damage towards Wynot. So this is basically an anti-counter Wynot team. The backline is going to be weak to counter, as I've mentioned. But again, you're going to be doing a lot with Lick as well. And then, of course, the Drift Bloom does wall the Wynot, which is really solid. And then the final team we do have is Jangmo-o in the lead, just getting off really strong, starting off really strong. You could use Dragonite or even Tyrant if you want to instead. It doesn't really matter. If you want to go with Shadow, go for that Dratini for sure. Just starting off strong. As long as there's no Spritzy, you're going to town with Dragon Breath, right? And then we have Spritzy in the back. Fast move pressure. Pretty much a fast move pressure team because we have the Dragon Tail with Jangmo-o, we have the Charm with Spritzy, and then for Wynot we have Counter, and Wynot is pretty bulky as well. So pretty solid team. I really like these teams. Let me know what your favorite team is, and let me know, are you playing the Little Cup Remix, or are you going to play the Open Ultra League? And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.